here's what happened so far. Last time we made a magic sword, everybody. It was pretty good. We did the Watcher's quest, even though there's only one green Watcher dude left. Hopefully we'll see some others, because honestly, they're one of my favorite character designs so far. Here we go. So, we made it back to Hoto. And so I'm told we're finally time to take down Morrigan. Are we truly in the final act? Has that arrived? Feels like we must be getting close. Is a deer coming with me? I imagine that we don't just head over there and he's in the foyer. Just be like, yo, it's me, Morgan. Y'all here to pick a fight? Come on in. Please, if you don't mind, take your boots off. Put them on the left. No, I know, but it's no problem for you. Cool, thanks. All right, well, how does anybody tea or coffee? How do you take your tea? Does anybody need sugar? And then you battle immediately after some slight pleasantries. I imagine there's a bit of a dungeon involved in this whole bit of work, but we shall see. Then we get let's use that sort of light to break down the oppressive barrier. Huh, cutscene. So purple. So evil. Well, that is quite the lightning sword, shall we say. It goes well with lightning hands. There you go. You thought you had a good barrier, Morrigan. Get lost.
So this is it.
It's time to go and get our revenge.
Yeah. Whale. Thanks, buddy. Whale. It is I, Jasper. Yeah, there's probably going to be a whole series of lieutenants we need to beat up in order to make our way to the end of the game. Who will intervene? We must confront directly. It's meandering.
Morrigan's domain, at last. We must be on our guard. Look out!
This is Jasper. Big old knife. It's just an excuse for Hendrik to touch me. Oh, so dusty.
What in the...
Devil in the who now? I remember this guy. We had a misunderstanding earlier.
Of course, I would expect no less from the vanquishers of my fellow spectral sentinels.
Looks like that guy's been using Ring Fit. His bicep's got another bicep.
I am Indignus, gatekeeper of the Fortress of Fear. Lumine, you have done well to make it this far. An impressive feat indeed for a mere human.
Look at that
But
stance.
this is where your story ends. You shall not meet my master. You shall die like dogs at his door!
That's unlikely. We shall see,
Your
though.
graves await.
Let's do this.
Oh, I didn't heal. Oh well, what are you gonna do? I don't know. This guy's probably pretty tough. See if we can't leg sweep him. That'll be a miss. Does this guy count as a demon?
Be gone!
I don't think so. Still no idea how the combat system works around that stuff. 93. Yeah, I'm not sure if this is gonna be like a big battle or. Stares right at the camera. She knows who the real audience is. Okay, that was a big hit. We might not be able to beat the bad dude. Better work. Well, that's good. So I think we are under leveled. Bum bum. Bum 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 bum. That's kind of the impression I'm getting right now.
I owe you one.
'Cause this guy's kicking our booty.
Stay focused.
Now!
Look after yourself.
I don't really know how we climb out of a combat like this. Unless that was a rare technique by him. Yeah. $202. Some damage on the board. It's never a bad thing. More heal on. I guess multi-heal on the whole party is kind of what we need here. Flack and slashing. Metal slot miracle. I mean, getting health back is always good. See a save point there in the back right. We can look forward to that if we survive. Party pooper. It's not undead, I don't think. A life-changing charm. I think her best option here is Light Sweep. So far, he seems to be using fire magic. Let's try that. Okay, see if we can do more leg sweeping. Seems to be helping when it does. All right, Rab, what are we gonna do with you? We need to get damage on the board. Does this guy breathe? Well, that's not gonna hurt. That's good. We can continue to Miracle Slash. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, I really don't know. I really don't know.
Perhaps this will
Just
help.
buff the party. Keep things moving. Blue blast. I guess that was the tough one before. The one that did a lot of damage. And it did a lot of damage. Should we wait? I think he should multi-heal.
Here,
And then Serena can bring Squiddo back. I think that's the play here. Kazing!
Almighty Yggdrasil, hear my prayer. Take care.
Jade, no! You were my friend. Okay.
here you go, laddie.
Okay. Get Jade back in action here. Now ice attacks and fire attacks. Oh my. Abilities, right as rain. Okay. Cup buff. Probably good to have everybody's defenses higher. Still in light hit points. Sucks. That Hoyt. No! Run away.
Here, princess.
There we go. Yeah, I think whenever he heals somebody, he addresses the person with the lowest hit points. Okay. I don't know. Hit him. Look at those quads. It's good damage there. Okay, he's in yellow. So we're making progress. What is wrong with Rab? So I'm worried to even like try to heal him because of how nonsensical the status system works. Alright, losing Rab is not ideal. Ha hoo hoo ha. Ha hoo ha ha hoo 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 ah ah ooh, ah ah ah. Let's get Rab back in the fight. Rab doesn't come back to life. Rab, I needed you.
I owe you one.
You really do, Rab. Okay. Squidow's gonna owe you one soon.
Look after yourself.
She's doing pretty good on the MP.
Hear my prayer.
Just don't die. Alright, well, things could be way worse than that. Alright.
Here you go, laddie.
Get the party and multi-heal. It's already not looking that bad. This is workable. Jade, no! Get off your butt. The world needs you. I forget how much this did last time. I don't think I paid attention. Not that much.
Here you go, laddie.
Okay. Bow. 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 I don't know. What's the move? Guess you just do the one that does the most damage. The swoosh.
Swoosh.
That's not bad. That's pretty bad. Didn't need that. Okay. Not enough MP. That's not good. Right as
You'll
rain.
soon be feeling right as rain.
As good as I can get it. And then I think this was Tingle. We're gonna need to... Yeah, that's bad. Let's do that. Bum. I forget whether or not Sylvando has an ability that brings his zing.
Now.
Or if every zinger is dead now. Heinrich is dead. He doesn't die. He can't bring Buell back. So we're probably gonna lose this then. Unless that's lethal somehow. Yeah, we're probably gonna lose this. That's okay, we didn't even upgrade our equipment or anything. I guess we're riding that wave, right? Eric's gonna come out and have to do this single-handedly.
Here goes nothing.
Eric, you got it. Well, his health is low. It's possible. The big crit from Eric. Come on, Eric. Eric, he died. He shouldn't have done that. Okay, well, we gotta get equipment and stuff. That should help. We lost a lot of money, or whatever. We haven't been using it, so. What are you gonna do? Okay, well, so we should upgrade our team's kit. For sure. I don't know where to go to get, like, the best armor and weapons and stuff at this point. The usual logic of these things would say it would be here, right? Usually JRPG logic says, like, you go to the last town you've been in, and they always have the best stuff. But that might not be how it works in this game. Kitty, 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 kitty. Boom, bum, bum. Another item shop. Okay, well. Oh. Up here. Just looking in the wrong spot. Alright, let's see what we can afford. Stronger than the Sword of Light. The Gladius. What type of weapon is it, though? Hey, Nintendo Iron Code. Oh, it shouldn't be. Oh, it should. There you go. That's fun. Sometimes the thing doesn't take. I click the button again. Hopefully that'll work better. How you doing, Nintendo Binary Code? I hope you're doing well. It says Dragon Quest 11 on my screen, but who knows? Who knows, right? Doing good. I'm glad. Glad to hear that. I'm coming up towards the. Now it's the Dragon Quest. Weird. Okay. Yeah, I hit the button again. The old update information thing. Sometimes it doesn't take every time. Yeah, like on the alert on my Discord server said that I was playing Luigi's Mansion, but it says Dragon Quest 11 on my screen. Anyways, very exciting. Very exciting. Vimo indeed. Good buddy Duck from the speedrunning community just did a marathon run in Australia of Arch Expansion. He got a personal best. I forget what the actual time was, though. Good for him. Good for him. Hopefully, they managed to raise some good money for charity. Okay, so there is stuff I can get here through some sales. So now I gotta. I'm like running up to the boss of the game, and I've been New Super Mario Bros. Oh, cool. How'd that go? Quadracabash? Quadrabash? Well, that's fun. The what was your best time? I don't know much about the speedrunning scene on that game, but yeah, I'm quite underleveled in this game so far because I've not really been worrying too much about that kind of thing. Mostly just like bothering to level up my party only when it becomes like an actual problem. And so now it's time to worry about their equipment and skill points again. Nice, nice. Well, there you go. I know some people speedrun games like this, which I have a hard time imagining myself doing, just because JRPGs are so long. Like speedruns of games that take like 10 hours to do, I couldn't do it. You respect Pokemon speedrunners? Yeah, I don't know how long those take, but presumably they're not quick. The RNG manipulation? Yeah, that stuff's fun. Once you know the math, it's just like figuring out where you are on a table, right? There's some array in the game that's holding all the values you need, and then once you know what's on the table and where you are in the table. Hey, NB, how's it going? Well, it's going good. Yeah, are you late? No, I think I've only been streaming for like half an hour at this point. No big deal. All I did was get myself killed by Blue Mankini of Hell guy. You know the one. And I realized that I hadn't upgraded any of my skill points or upgraded any of my equipment for quite a few levels. So it was time to do that. Critical hit. Didn't look that critical. How you doing today, Nintendo Binary Code? I hope you're well. I hope you're having a good one. Come on, give it to me. Oh no. I must be a natural at speedrunning, because I didn't even know. I don't even remember beating it. I guess I just went into a flow state. You know what I mean? I just went to the zone, and when I came to, I guess I was the world record holder. I don't know what to tell you. I didn't feel like I was there for it. What I can tell you is that my legs are like jello right now from playing Ring Fit Adventure. We're on track to start speedrunning that game next week. Doing stuff while spaced out, but at times are perfect. That's how you know it's become natural to you. When you can find that focus. And you just go. You just do it. You don't think about doing it, you just do it. So now I'm making gear for my dudes, so that they'll be less bad at the video game, and so I can go beat up Blue Mankini. The Queen's robes. Some of these items can't be bought. The hell with that. Frizzle retardant suit. And I'm gonna sell some stuff probably to do some fundraising. Antifreeze earrings. I keep on trying to like game the battle system in a sensible fashion, you know, like, oh, this guy's gonna use, he's like a demon and he's using lightning attacks, so I should do such and such. But then I remember the battle system doesn't make any sense. It feels like you kind of just have to like memorize every single encounter in order just to know like which things that particular boss happens to be weak to in order to like actually beat them. Because like the guy, I don't know, he looks like a demon to me. I don't know, it's a demon. I hit him with my special demon ray and he was like, nah, not worried about that. And I was like, oh, okay. And then he beat everybody up and they died. And then Eric was like, I'll save you, and then he didn't. He also died. It's kind of like the Persona enemies. I've never actually played a Persona game, so you'll have to coach me through that. I believe you when you say that. But I honestly do not know. Get this sick gold chain. Let's make a gold chain. How you doing, Dan Binary Code? How you doing, NB? How you guys? How's your guys' days goings? Quadrash. You played Persona 4 and 5. How did that go? What's your review? Well, I think I overdid that. Would you recommend it? Would you tell me to stay away? Which one is the one with Joker? Great story, nice battle mechanics. 5. Joker's in 5? Smash Bros. 5, you mean? Which guy are you talking about? A few enemies in mind? Yeah. You know when you fly your space whale into the big purple bubble and then you destroy it with your lightning sword, and then a guy throws a knife at you and then he shows up and he's a big blue dude wearing a mankini? None of that is sarcastic, which is what's incredible about this game. Not a word of that was a joke. That all is literally what happens in this game. Buddha. Where's a good place to go to earn a level or two for your Palos? Yeah, he seems to have an ability that like Hodo stuff. That's fun. Look at that. He seems to have like an attack that's like a guaranteed one-hit KO, or if not guaranteed, like pretty close. Doom, 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 doom. The Saint. There you go. Jeez. We need to throw a party. That's a good dress. Oh boy. I think it would be hard to get on in real life. A lot of fashion tape. Anyhow. It's a good number. It's a good number for sure. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go like grind out like one level up, just so that I'm not getting completely hosed. In battle. But I imagine this is probably a pretty good area to do that, right? As good as any at this point. And then I'll buy some equipment. Mini bosses? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's usually the way that it works in these types of things, where they give you all these cool abilities, but then none of them work on the bosses. Miami bosses?
Let's go.
Talking about the underground crime scene in Miami. All the Miami mob bosses are not gonna like Eric's move. They've learned how to deal with him. Can I do direct commands for teammates? Yes. I just turned them off because I'm being lazy. I'm just gonna grind out some levels here real quick in order to just get some money to buy a little bit of gear before moving on. Just because I don't want to have to come back.
Try this for something.
But being one of the oldest JRPG series ever since JRPGs existed, the Dragon Quest series is definitely one that has just been willing to admit that JRPG battles are kind of boring unless you really want to make a dynamic combat system that requires players to very carefully plan every fight, which then means you need to really sink a ton of development hours into making a really slick battle system and encounter designs. And Dragon Quest knows it's not that, so it's just like, meh. You can autopilot your team if you want. Whatever. The Dragon Quest series is funny that way. It knows what kind of game it is.
Did I do all right?
You did fantastic, Serena. You would make your dead sister proud, I'm sure. Your dead sister.
Night.
Read about your pet powers. There's one that brings out metal enemies. It's very helpful for grinding. They're all like there's no Britain in this world, right? So she can't really be British per se, but most of the characters in the games have like faux accents. So like her voice actor gives a performance with like a bunch of different British Isles accents sort of smashed together. It's not Manchester British. It's not London. It's not Wales.
Let's go.
It's somewhere in between the three.
Try this for something.
Yeah, one of the characters, Rab, is vaguely Scottish, Irish, Gaelic, somewhere in there. Sylvando, the guy in the end there with the feathers, is vaguely Latino. But every now and then he also has some like mainland Spain pronunciations thrown in. Sort of. It's not. I wouldn't even say it's like a British stereotype, because there's no effort in the game to like actually make them sound like they're from these places, because they don't exist. But rather, it's just like a way to help give the individual regions of the world that you go their own little flair. Like the village that we were just in there, Hoto, has sort of like English as a second language, Hong Kong, and Japanese kind of sound to it. Like they intentionally sound like people from Southeast Asia who learned how to speak English from British teachers. You know what I mean? Like it's this really weird, specific accent that nevertheless like just gives the town some like flavor. Like there's another place that's like sort of like Venice, but the accent that the people have there is kind of Italian, kind of Austrian, like kind of just like broadly Mediterranean sounding, if that makes sense. It's kind of a neat touch. It's not like how in so many fantasy games dwarves are just Scottish for no good reason, and it's just kind of like makes you cringe. They do it a little better than this, than that in this.
Let's go.
How wonderful.
Score one for the good guys.
Okay. Something about pep powers, I've been told. Yeah, they give each region its own like manner of speech without actually causing them, without actually like making them just like ape like a specific accent, right? None of them are like impersonating people from a various part of the world. But yeah, the accents are like intentionally non-specific. Like in the guy is kind of Scottish, kind of Gaelic, kind of Irish sounding. There's definitely things that he says that they really do sound Scottish. But there's other things that he says that really do sound Irish. And in real life that just doesn't happen, right? Like there aren't, just as a matter of fact, right? There's not people with both Scottish and Irish accents. So it's not like a real accent, it's just it's interesting. I like it. I think it's a nice touch. Where do the pet powers live? Pet powers. Hero Jade and Sylvando to be pepped up. Oh, okay, well. See if that ever happens. Oh, Sylvando. I think I'm getting pretty close to the end of this game, eh? Looks like we're getting there. Big old stomp. Victory indeed.
I feel better than ever.
You know, that volcano is probably the last region of the game that I unlocked, so it probably has the most powerful enemies that I've dealt with to date. How many times do you think you've beaten this game, MP? 100? 100,000? 250,000 times? 865,000 times? Yeah, totally. I do that with Rab and Hero, so that they have the solar flare thing or whatever it's called ready to go. I did the thing again where like I didn't even bother to heal my party before like moving on to the next area. It's so like when I went to go fight the big mean bad dude. Like half the party was at half health. Around 25-ish. Oh wow, that's a bunch. With Ouija, 4 misfires. I wonder what the odds are. What are the chances? It's like 1 in 10 for him to get a misfire, right? School and stuff? Well, school is more important, I think. On the whole.
We win again.
We do win again. Congratulations to us. I went to open house to the school that I'm most probably definitely going to be taking classes at again in January. It's exciting. So I will join you in school in that enthusiasm soon. Yay, scholastics. Learning's the best. Let's be real. Nothing better than learning. It can't be beat. Dragon Quest is pretty important. Dragon Quest can wait though, right? That's the other thing. Dragon Quest isn't going bad anytime soon. It'll be there for you. Ryu! What was the thing I programmed? Yeah. Dragon Quest will still be here when you're done classes. And it's one of those things where it's like usually it feels like you don't have any time to play video games or do like the stuff you really like outside of class when you're doing all those things before you do your homework or whatever. But if you do your homework first and just get it done, you might be surprised at how much time you actually do have to play video games. It's like, oh, all my homework's done. Literally, I can spend every second that I want between now and when I have something to do next on playing video games. And you'll be like, you know what? I don't want to. It's too much time. I can't really spend this much time playing video games. Did the Vimo thing work? I didn't hear Vimo. Did you hear it? Vimo. Okay, maybe it was just buried by a sound effect in the game. Whoa, me indeed. You needed that at least 7.5 hours aside. Exactly. Totally. Yeah, when you flip it, it's usually like... Usually the difference is like how you feel and not necessarily like the actual time available. Because it, like when you're playing games, but you know in the back of your head that you should be... Oh, it's 7.5 hours for a full Dragon Quest run in one go. Wow, that's long. That's quite the run. But yeah, when you're playing games when you know you have other stuff to do and it just bugs you in the back of your head, it's like hard to... It can feel hard to like focus or enjoy it, right? You need a shorter speedrun game. 7.5 hours is like a full day's work. How much do you get paid to run? How much do you get paid for every speedrun of Dragon Quest 11?
Hold on tight now.
This is one of the short Dragon Quest speedruns. That's crazy. What about the first one? The first one's pretty short. That's not important. I don't know, man. You get where I'm coming from, right? I'm sure you take my meaning. Good old Hercules. Hey, what's up, App? 23 hours on PSP. The first, I know, like Dragon Warrior. I think like the speed runs of it, depending upon which category you're running, are anywhere between like 45 minutes and like 3 hours. When I was speedrunning Splatoon 2, New Game Plus was like just over an hour. And to me, that felt like an eternity. Discovered a pretty cool glitch in Smash 4 but in Bullrun. I think nobody knew about it. What was it?
Wonderful.
What was the glitch? Was it a cool speedrunning glitch? Everyone's speedrunning these days. I'm just about ready to start speedrunning Ring Fit Adventure. Y'all guys are gonna see me really sweat now. You thought you saw me working before.
Are you ready for this?
Y'all ready for this? Bom, bom, bom. Good old Hercules. Dragon Warrior is a good game. I was really unhappy that the first 3 Dragon Quest games that got ported to the Switch were the mobile versions. They look so hideous. They look so bad. I'm sure there's somebody out there who likes that art style who's like crying at home now because I said mean things about it. But man, both the NES versions and the SNES versions are beautiful. Alright, sounds good, MB. You know where to find me. Yeah, both the NES and the SNES versions are great. So it doesn't have to do with like just loving a particular graphical style. It's just the ports just, they look like everything is like big and bubbly and covered in huge outlines with like a built-in using your phone's font pack kind of graphical style, like for all the text in the game, and it just looks really, really bad. I hate it. Didn't buy them because of it? Yeah. It's rough. It looks really bad. Just give me the Super Nintendo one, right? Like, I don't even have to be like hardcore about it. Like, nah, only the original. The Wii Resort map, there's a section where it becomes a bridge and you jump on it. It goes up and down. If you go into training mode and freeze the game, makes it disappear and disappear. Oh, cool. That's interesting. That does sound neat. How on earth did you discover that? That sounds like a really, really, really bored Wednesday afternoon at home. Playing training mode again. If you don't mind my saying so. Some developers don't understand that 8-bit is beautiful, not just old. Yeah, for sure. I mean, well, it also goes that a lot of like 8-bit stuff is also ugly, right? you know, in the same way that people make games today that look really good, in games, people also make games today that look really bad. You know, in the 1980s and the 1990s, the same thing happened, right? Do you see a French character name? Oh yeah, Bonjour Kanchi. Let's go back to Dragon Quest France. We'll take you back. You did indeed see that. So in the same way that, like, people are making good and bad games now, or good and bad looking games now, people in the NES and the SNES era made good and bad looking games. But one of the reasons why we remember the Dragon Quest games so well is because they looked really good. So this is Dragon Quest France. This boarding school for young ladies in a valley in the countryside. Oh yeah, just see if you can take advantage of it. That's cool. Yeah, so this is the weird little boarding school. Obviously, people mainly use English here, but every now and then they'll stick in a French phrase or a few French words. Although we are in the distant future, after the somewhat apocalypse. So, there's fewer people to talk to, but yes, that's the Metal Castle, exactly. And they speak with like a kind of a silly French accent. There's all the troubles in the world, right? It's been very hard to get hold of ingredients lately. They're taking their H's off to all the words, right? This, but no matter how difficult it may be, the meals that must be nutritious and delicious. These growing girls must eat. Silly, right? It does look like a good spread, though. What's her face is doing a good job. Anyhow, back on to the adventure. They have trouble with the aspiration of the hedge. It's true. You're gonna see recreate the glitch in Smashing Brothers Ultimate. That sounds like a fun little project. If you manage to do it, send a video. I want to see it. I want to see how you get that thing done. Au revoir, Monsieur Medalier. Recorded from my phone. C'est bon. Let's go, my dear, mon dear ami. How you doing, Kanchi? I worry about what hour it is in France right now. I guess that's none of my business. How's the Pokemon? It's 3 a.m. 3 a.m. is not like crazy. It's been a long time since I've been up that late though. Back when I was at the old Universidad, my regular hours were from like 10 a.m. to 2 a.m. Those were like real Liam hours. Now that I'm out of school and working and stuff, Liam hours are like 8 a.m. to midnight. Works a little bit better with the rest of the world, but it's always a constant struggle to like not let my internal clock shift forward. We're just grinding a little bit before we take on the big
goodness.
boss at the end of the frickin' game. Talking about speedrunning with the fun boys and girls of the Twitch internet video game video site. How you doing this evening? Sign into app. I hope you're doing well. Sign into app reminds me of a username that I sometimes use, which is username field. When I'm feeling sarcastic and I don't want to actually answer. Will I speedrun it being this game? No, absolutely not. As far as I understand, like a fast run of this game is like 8 hours long. And I can't do that. When I was speedrunning Splatoon 2, I got my New Game Plus run down to like about an hour, and it felt like an eternity. It was just so long. I don't have that kind of focus for what's a hobby. You know, at the end of the day of all the stuff I gotta do, I can barely focus for an hour and a half, right? Let alone 8 hours of Dragon Quest. It's a fun game, right? I don't know how much replayability there would be for me, though. Me, personally. Let's go fight this Jerkules. Jerkules is dead. Jerkules is $3,000 in EXP alone. Ooh, this is sort of like a fun-looking panda dude. There's the panda. Interesting. That's a moray. I wonder if this is associated with a quest or something. Why did that guy show up?
The great Sylvando grows even greater.
Oh, Sylvando. An ethereal stone. One thing I didn't do is visit all the weird spots that you can only get to using your magical giant flying whale. I guess it's not giant, it's just whale sized. Or maybe that is giant. I don't know, it's not giant for a whale. It's giant for a thing. Alright, let's upgrade some of our stuff. Oh no, first we should buy stuff and then we should upgrade it. I do believe so. That makes the most sense to me. Yeah, I think the speedrun game for me is gonna be Ring Fit Adventure. It just works too well for what I've got going on, right? Get the games in, get the physical activity in, get the fitness, get to hang out with all you cool people on Twitch, get the super meme-worthy, hilarious speedrunning action in. It's perfect for me. It's like all I could ask for. Gonna get those world records in Ring Fit Adventure. Become a gaming hero. That's too much to ask for. Certainly what I'll try to do is make people smile. I like how this Brimstone Blade has a higher attack rating than our super magic sword that we made with the power of plot. Suspiciously well stocked indeed. It works? Nice. That's cool. So the glitch is still in there. That's really cool. Smash that, send a video of that to the Discord so I can take a look later. I'd appreciate that. Gonna try to record it? Nice. Yeah, there's probably just some property in the physics of it that is not really relevant for them to deal with in regular play, because it's only producible under circumstances that it can occur in the training mode. So it's just like there's no real reason to like bother trying to get rid of it. That would be my guess. I've also never like sold any of the gear I've got in this game. I'm probably sitting on a lot of money worth of equipment. Well, let's see what I can get rid of today. Just in pursuit of getting the game beated. Certainly get rid of that platinum platter, right? 'Cause a lot of these items are just like common, right? Just garden variety, nothing special. When you pause in training mode, freeze the stage but not the characters. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, whereas like in normal play, like whatever, right? It would never come up. You would never have the opportunity to do that. So like in that circumstance, provided the result isn't like an actual game crash, from like the perspective of the development team, there's probably like no actual incentive to allocate time and money to addressing that. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, think of all this stuff I can get rid of. Tortoise shell. I think the iron claws are like the thing that he came with. The Cavalier Cleaver. Is it for cleaving cavaliers, or is it for cleaving in a cavalier fashion? Alright, let's sell some junk. You're back? Sweet. I'm just here selling off all this garbage that I've accumulated over the course of the game that I do not need, so that I can buy cool new gear for my cool dudes. What did you make for dinner there, cool dude? I guess before I sell everything, I should rearrange people's equipment. Just make sure everyone's got what they need. She kind of wanted her to have a wand, yeah. Boom, 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 boom. Cool. So that's a little better. So then now anything that's left in the inventory I can sell without worrying. Don't sell that, Ben. Mac and cheese is what I felt. Is what everyone felt like it's made. Personally, you prefer spaghetti. Well, you know. Sometimes you cook for other people, sometimes you cook for yourself. That's very kind of you. It's very kind of you. Do you have a signature spaghetti recipe? I don't know what some of these things do. Probably don't need this bronze helmet again. Or these robber gloves. Eagle dagger. Get rid of that. Zombie mail. I'll hold on to it then. Falcon blade. Are you a bird or are you a sword? Pick a side, you know what I mean? You gotta make a choice. This is your grandma's recipe? Well, that's a pretty special recipe. Sword breaker +3. Zombies Bane. We're getting rich. Selling off garbage. Steel shield. We can probably get rid of that. Discord says the file's too big. Oh, that happens. Yeah, I mean, go ahead. Just shoot me a link. We got the server boosted, but I guess we need to be the server. My Discord server needs to be boosted even more to hold a video that big. I don't know how long the video is, so I cannot say. Token of fealty. Sword and steel. Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, either way, no big deal. I don't know what the file size limit is on Discord. I have no idea what it is. $100 megabytes? That sounds possible for sure. I've got so many things. You can tell that I've never bothered to sell anything, right? That's what this looks like. I've been hoarding. Wormfang. That was worth a bit. Dargon's Bane. We're probably gonna break a million here. There we go. Nah, I don't want to sell that. Pirate's hat. Don't sell it then. Gotta hold on to that pirate hat. Nope. Dargon whip. Sell. Alright. Hopefully that'll be enough to buy what we need to buy. Isn't that 100k? Oh yeah, you're right. I just can't read. Whatever, it's fine. It's a big enough number for what we need. Okay. So we could use 2 of these. 2 of those. That would help Jade and Eric a lot. Let's get one of these though. This is good. So then we don't need more armor for... Have you ever bought something and accidentally sell it again? Probably, yeah. But knowing me, I probably didn't even notice that I did it. Get some shields for people. Give this one to Serena. Get rid of her stupid platinum platter. Let's be real. You can give one to Sylvando. Yeah, Serena can take... She could take a hit, were it not for the fact that she has, like, no hit points. And the way that the, like, damage is calculated in this game is kind of weird sometimes. Where, for, like, seemingly no good reason, enemy attacks can just, like, cut right through some of your stats. Or they'll have attacks that, like, just don't take into account some, like, defense for whatever reason. Like, I wasn't just moaning when I was saying that the battle system in this... Yeah, you can put the video wherever. Just tag me so to make sure I see it. It can go wherever. If you want, you can put it under Fight Nintendo Boys. That's the subgroup thingy for Smash Bros. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Nice, thank you. I'll take a look at that soon. Dom, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I'm interested to see it. Alright, now let's upgrade all the gear that we've got and then spend our points. La 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 la. Level up. Cold blow. 300 degrees. Interesting. Alright, so we need to rework items. We need to upgrade. Can't upgrade the Sword of Light. It's funny. The momentum up for an hour. 1 hour later. I'm curious. Do you got an hour to spend? Finding out. Triple whammy. There you go, that was a good one. That too was a good one. For other reasons. No! Oh, that's too bad. That hurts. Please. Is there anything I can do to just like stall? No, oh, that's too bad. It's kind of yikes to do that. Well, the worst thing that would happen is the game would crash, right? You would just have some sort of like overflow value that the only +1. That sucks. That the game engine doesn't know how to deal with, and then it would just stop. It would just refuse. Cool glitch, 10 out of 10, IGN. How do they review your glitch so soon? That's what I want to know. Pear, what's his name? Pear at IGN. All focus cost halved. All focus must go. You have an expert that works at IGN. You know Pear Schneider personally. That was close. Increased by half. Okay. I don't know if I want that. Yay, I want that. Nice. Who are the people at IGN that I still know of? I think it's just Per Schneider and Brian Otano are the only people there I still know. There's been a lot of turnover in the games reviewing industry these days. People are moving around. Websites are closing and opening up and losing staff and so forth. Oh, I used up all my pearls. Interesting. Well, I guess we're done then. Game journalism. What an idea. You're a god at generating numbers randomly? How did that happen? What did you do? Who did you talk to? Who let that happen? Luck? Just luck. What's the odds of getting a misfire? I think it's 1 in 10, right? Pep up power. That's pretty good. Took me forever to get there though. Clang. 1 in 8 for Alien Brawl. What do you prefer? It being more common or less common? Not enough skill points. Oh, it takes 25. That would explain that. I don't know. My current Squiddo doesn't use very much magic power very often. 40 charm? What am I gonna do with charm, people? I guess I'll just hold on to it like I have been. Less common because I'm already lucky. That's funny. Cobra Strike. I don't know what that's gonna do for me. Oh, we're only one way. It's funny, I'm coming through this, but it looks like I'm not really gonna be spending much. Hymn of Air, how badly do I want it? So not badly. All these weapons I do not use. Well, I guess this is the one then. Might as well have it. Better than not. Showmanship. Pink pirouette. Dual wielding. Throws 1,000 gold. What an idea. Hypno Whip. The Pied Piper. I think I've been saving up because I don't have much to spend it on. Oh no, I'm wrong. Attack power is always good. Crit chance is always good. Miracle Slash. You know, that's an ability. It's something to do, right? Nobody ever gets parries, though, so. But it's better than not being able to do them at all, I guess. So I guess this is my exciting use of my points, is to get something. Well, it's better than not having it, I guess. Exciting. Get excited about this skill tree. Same kind of deal over here. Get some agility. Get some MP. I think MP is sort of where we're headed. I guess Rab's using wands these days, so it's not a horrible thing to invest my points into. The skill tree is definitely confusing. I think it's intended to be a little bit confusing. The way that it works is that oftentimes you gain and lose skills according to where the storyline is heading. So there's like, sometimes you end up, like characters have lost abilities throughout the game because of the things that happen in the plot. And then you have to like reassign them and whatnot. So it's just, as I was talking about before, the combat in this game is not really that deep in terms of like how you might think about combat being deep in, like, I don't know, using a touch tone from my own gaming experience, like a game like XCOM, right? Where literally every single point matters. Life and death situation, right? You can choose like wrong. This game isn't really like that. All the abilities are pretty much good / irrelevant. Usually what I go for is I just pick things that give like general stat boosts. And anything that raises your crit chance or your pep up is really good in this because they super duper boost the abilities of your character. Beyond that, it can be picky. The battle system can be picky because it can just decide like certain abilities don't work. No. Certain abilities just don't work against certain monsters. Like if it's a boss, like you're just not going to put them to sleep, for example. Because that's how it works. One of those things. All right, here we go. Here we go. Wow. There you go. Blue dude with the mankini. Oh. All right, well that's what I would have chosen anyways, so. My lineup is not what I would have chosen. So maybe we'll use Sylvando's pet power and then get him out of here. Fish dude with a mankini. Boop bop bop bee bee doo doo boo doo doo doo. Fish man.
No way!
Mankini. Yeah, he's a real handful. You know what I mean? Devil's Delight. So is this guy a demon or what? No, apparently not. This Go on sicko mode. I'm assuming I can like save after this. So I might as well just like burn all the resources. Just like that. Oh, you're still alive? Not anymore. Let's do that. Only he had a way
Serena, honey.
of healing people directly.
Let there be life.
Alright, let's get Rab back. Okay. This is not bad. We'll work with that.
Why don't I
All right,
show you
Rabbit.
how it's done?
Impress us. Show us what you got.
Almighty Idrisil, hear my prayer.
Squidow's back, baby. Well, you know, probably what he's there for is just absorb blows. Look at those quadriceps. So many quads. Use more quads than any person has the right to have.
Here, princess.
Jade,
All right. Okay.
You'll soon be feeling right as rain.
Get some heals coming in. All right, thank you so much. I'm sure I'll need as much fish dude luck as I possibly get, so I really appreciate that. Have a good night. Until next time. Until next time. I'll check out that video soon. Thank you for sending me that. Ooh, well that's good. 2 of those in. Or I feel like I'm doing better on this dude than I was last time. The last time the battle opened with the party immediately getting hosed. And 3 people being knocked out.
perhaps this will help.
I hate this guy. What a pain. What a pain.
Look after yourself.
Okay, someone's gonna have to use Super Healy Duper. The heal with the 100% success rate. That's the one we need.
Kazing!
Kazing. Kazing it's called. How'd they come up with that one? It looks like he said something, but obviously we didn't hear it. Maybe in the Japanese version, there's actually like a line read there.
Here you go, laddie.
There you go. Okay, fish dude. Metal Ballad performs an earthy sword strike with a single foe that can deal extra damage to metallic. I think I'll just take the buff to her stats for now.
How's that?
There you go. Maybe that'll help. Certainly isn't hurting me. Poor Squiddo.
Here, princess.
Get back on your feet there, buddo. She thinks. Not enough MP. Oh wow, I really burned through it all really quick. Okay, well, let's see what I can do here. This guy, I don't think he's undead. I think this guy's just blue. Yeah, that works. Giga throw. No. Threw all my gigas. Get up, Jade. Your planet needs you.
Here, princess.
No, not old man Rabbit. Oh. Okay.
Leave it to me.
Alright, I left it to you. Good. Hopefully this will do some damage. Jade, no! You had so much to live for. Squiddo, whatever. We'll be fine. No! Well, that's fun. I think we've got to pull the trigger on that one right here. Right here and right now. We're doing a solar flare. Who knows? It could be enough. It could be enough to just deal with them right now. This is the big one, right? This is our boy. This is our signature technique. Nice. An epic turn of fate. 32,000 experience points, 15,000 gold.
Oh, goody.
Oh, goody. Nice. There's the second form. You just have to fight the Mankini. It's just like a thong flying around with a sword sticking out of it.
But it matters not. No matter how hard you fight, this world belongs to the Lord of Shadows. What is done cannot be undone. Time past is lost forever!
You always know when bad guys are bad in this game because they have voice modulators. We got the blue orb. Oh yeah. That was my orb once. I had that orb before.
The Lord of Shadows awaits within. Onward.
The Lord of Shadows is expecting us for tea. Tea and cookies. In my purple and red castle.
Hear me, Jasper.
Yes.
The fate that has bound us together for so long ends here. Today.
Alrighty. There's a star over there. The game Extra Supers definitely wants me to find this. We will save. We will also take a really quick bathroom break. Because I've gone through one of these full things of water. No, it wasn't the final boss. It was just the final boss's guard dog. While I'm away, though, I'll give you this vantage point. Alright, dudes, looking up steps. Alright, I'll be back in about a moment. Oh, hello there. Yeah, no, that was the final boss. That was the final boss's doorman. You'll never defeat the Lord of Shadows because he has a really smelly house. All that kind of stuff. That guy does carpool with the boss of the game, though. Ooh, look at this rich carpeting. The orchestral soundtrack is very awesome. It's very good. Apparently, it's performed by the Tokyo Symphony Orchestra. They did a very good job. They did a very good job indeed. Really quality orchestrations of some fantastic themes.
What?
He's hallucinating. That sounds bad. I can still hit hard though. Doesn't seem to mind. Maybe the hallucinations are pleasant. Everyone is fit as a fiddle already. Yeah, the soundtrack is one of my favorite things about the game. It just sounds so good. What's this? Ooh, let's try some Deliverance. Okay, seems okay. Maybe this guy isn't undead. Who knows with this game? You can never tell.
Think you're hot stuff, do you?
La 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 la. I guess it did more damage than the other attack did. Not by a ton, but perhaps by enough. Down they go. Nice. You know, there's another. Yeah, speaking of orchestral soundtracks, did you know that there's another fanfare command? There's another version. I love this monster. It's the upgraded version of the monster called the Killing Machine. So in the game they called it the Overkilling Machine. It's fanfare with sunglasses at the end. See if I can just whack. Damn. I tried. Pain of rain. That's too bad. On this harvest moon. Yeah, like, for whatever reason, I know I complain about this all the time and always say that I'm not going to complain about it anymore, but it always bugs me where, like, he's a machine, right? So you think he'd be made out of metal because he looks like he's metal. There you go. So good. I love the music from Final Fantasy VII. It's great. It's a great era of game music as well, because it's like the introduction of like CD audio, so you can have good quality CD recordings in games. But then it also, for tradition and practical considerations, the game also still has a lot of like classic music production techniques from past Final Fantasy games, and it's just such a nice blend of like real recordings, tracker style music, and like other synthesizer techniques. It's nice stuff. It's real nice stuff. But yeah, we got all these enemies that, I don't know, I look at this guy and I think this guy is made out of metal. He's wearing armor, right? But if I use attacks that are supposed to deal more damage to metal enemies, it's just like normal damage. Wow, that was a big hit. Good work. Cool.
Well, that was easy.
Oh, Jade. Oh, Jade. Up, got. All right. We got a bunch of jokers. Oh man, remember that time Jade just kicked a dragon in the head and it just died? Those are good times. I remember that. Do I have one that attacks everything? Like a swoosh? Or is it crackle? Yeah, all enemies. It only does 58 damage for some reason. Who knows? I'll never know why. Oh no, the hallucination fog. The fog you'll go crazy for. Flap your wings, mighty steed. Look at all these purple crystals. I have a strong hunch that once we defeat the various dinguses that are no doubt behind these doors, that the platform above in all those pinky purple crystals will descend. Okay, so if if attacks that do extra damage to metal monsters don't work on this thing, I'm going to just vomit everywhere. I don't know what I'm gonna do. It's a trap, maybe. This could be a mimic, though. I don't know what a molten globule is, but we got him now. Ooh, what a good trap it was. Alright. Let's go fight this toaster. It's got metal in the name, right? So help me. So help me. This doesn't work. Alright, I'm gonna use Metal Slash. Something I spent skill points on. 51 damage. And we're gonna compare it to his other attack. What a game. It's also a dragon. We could use Dragon Slash. We'll see if any of them work. Maybe you need to use both at the same time in order for it to work. Where's the one before? Here we are.
Accelerator!
Alright, abilities. What can Rab do that's helpful right now? Yeah, I'll just hit it with a bunch of... with a big old laser. Alright. Same damage, right? Isn't that infuriating? It's got metal in the name. If it doesn't work on the metal dragon, what does Metal Slash work on? So frustrating. I don't know, I find that frustrating. Do you think you would find that frustrating? Alright, let's see if Dragon Slash does anything. 49, did less damage than a regular attack. But it's both metal and a dragon. But Dragon Slash, of the 3 attacks I did, was the one that did the least damage. I don't know. We've been through this before. I think the battle system in this game is horrible. That's all I'm saying. It's just, well, it's not horrible. It just has no depth. It's just, what you're really doing is you're picking the animations you want to see. Yeah. Yeah, there's just no rhyme or reason to it. It's just like randomly picked which enemies are vulnerable to which attacks. And until you just test them all out, you just don't know. Case in point, the Metal Dragon is not weak to attacks that both do damage to dragons and metal enemies. That's all. You just have to like go through and use every ability on every enemy in order to figure out whether or not it qualifies for your bonus damage rewards program. Show no mercy. Let us indeed do this. Good hit. With reckless abandon. What a good line. What a fun thing to say. Good hit. Yeah, for sure. It's no Pokemon.
Well,
It's no Final Fantasy
that was
Tactics.
easy.
It's no XCOM.
Better than ever.
It's kind of like the elemental types attacks in Smash Bros. Do you know that Smash Bros has an elemental type chart? Did you know that? If you hadn't been told, would you have ever figured that out through playing?
Here you are. Here you are.
Never in doubt.
Down they go. When you set your party on like autopilot, they seem to know which attacks are the most effective. So in a certain sense, it seems like the best thing to do is just let the game play itself for you. As far as combat goes. Yeah, I think this is 100% a game to play for the story. It's all about the plot and the art. How good the game looks and how fun the characters are. For the great music. Not for the in-depth combat. I love the overkilling machines. What a good enemy. What a good enemy. Yeah, Eric has really not kept up pace with the rest of the party in terms of damage output, eh? Maybe it's just the daggers are holding him back. Can Eric dual wield swords? Is that a thing? Have I been preventing Eric from being at his best all this time? Is Eric capable of more and I just haven't allowed it?
Let's do this.
Too stunned to move.
See ya.
Almost dead. See you, buddy. Yeah. At any rate, if you make a game where you have attacks that do special damage to certain enemy types, and you have one enemy whose name is two different attack types, and neither of them work,
Let's go.
you need to apologize. You need to be very sorry for what you've done.
This is the end for you.
Well, that was easy.
Oh, Sylvando. Step out and do a quick rejuvenation, you know, heal everybody up. Peeking our head back into the boss chamber. Bearing in mind we're getting close to the end of the game, I think. It's probably good to keep the team's resources high. Save up those pet powers. Mourn the loss of Veronica once more. Bum bum bee bum. Bum. Zigga-digga-dum. I guess we can like switch in the characters I don't care about into the front. I guess I want Rab to get powered up or to buffed up or whatever the hell. So we can pepped up. He just walked right by us. Oh, Sylvando, you're not supposed to be first. We'll move you after this. Ooh, that hurt.
This is the end.
Right. Sir Hendrick's attack. It does
Diligence is its own reward.
a zillion damage. That's fine. All right, we go through the door where formerly there was a blue sigil sealy thing. Big staircase. I miss Dragon Party. Remember Dragon Party? These metal dragons drive me crazy. It's my least favorite enemy in the entire game. They're metal dragons that are neither metal nor dragons. That name's a lie. I have proof they're not metal or dragons. You can't convince me otherwise. I won't be lied to any longer. Okay, Rab's pepped up. That's good. We can swap them out now. Yeah, that's right. You fall apart. You non-metal dragon. They just polished some wood. So it's shiny. Put a coat of paint on a metal
Triumph was never in
lizard.
doubt.
I mean a wooden lizard. To make it look metal. Well, that's fun. Maybe we can make some right here. Let's do this. The music for this area of the game is extremely good. Very good orchestration happening here in our brass. Very good effect writing. Interesting. I wonder who can wear that thing. It sounds like an Eric thing. Eric's already got something like that, though. Hey, not bad. Because he doesn't have the magical properties, though. So this might be better to give to... Let's see, defense is lower. Evasion chances up. I don't know if it really matters at this point in the game. There. Perfect. Can't believe Eric doesn't have a better helmet to wear yet. Oh well, what are you gonna do? Cool staircase with a mimic. This tiny little combat area. Drain magic. Oh no, what will we ever do without Hendrick's fearsome magical abilities? 415. It's a good hit. It's a good hit, Hendrick.
I think you like this one.
May heaven's winds propel thee hence.
Some good damage. damage, crew. Some good damage. Alright. Took it down.
Victory!
A victory. Yeah, let's try using some of these skill points now. Oh, really earned quite a few. Guess we earned a couple levels when we beat up big blue Bikini man. Is there a dual wielding sword ability somewhere? Maybe it's like hidden there. Metal slash. What a farce. I should just get rid of those abilities because they're useless. Go back to that statue and redo my my skill trees. I think Squiddos is the only one I'm really sore about. Nastier knives. Oh, that's cool. Swords, knives. It's like you have to get Flame Slash. Gross. Gross. How dare they? How dare they? Metal Slash is your favorite ability? It sucks. It's so bad. It's like, I don't know. It just never is actually useful. I'm not saying you shouldn't like it. It just never seems to work on metal enemies. It's like, what's the point of this thing? I thought the whole idea was that it kills metal things. The game's like, nah, we're just gonna arbitrarily assign the metal trait to enemies when we feel fit. And then you're like, okay, I guess I don't have any control over that. And the game's like, nope, you do not. Allows you to hit certain metal enemies. Certain metal enemies. Yeah, no, I know how it works. And sometimes you get a sweet, sweet crit. And you bypass their defense stat and they just explode instantly. And it's glorious. I get it. I get it. I just don't like the aggravation, the inconsistency, right? Yeah, it can be good for grind. It can be good for the surprise. Woo! It can be good for the sake of really specific things in the game once you already know what it is that you want to do. But you have to agree that, put yourself in my shoes, right? Spending my hard-earned skill points on an ability because it's going to help me fight metal monsters, and then only to discover that when the game says metal, it doesn't mean like metal, it means metal. And it's like, I don't know, why did I bother? Why did I trust you? Why did I trust you, Dragon Quest? You took everything from me. I gave you my heart. 'Cause I gave you my heart. You know what I mean. You know what I'm getting at. That is kind of dumb. Yeah, same with like Flame Slash, right? Like the game just arbitrarily decides like what is weak to fire. And there's like no real way that you can like keep track of it to try to use it. Rare, I don't know. I should say that. It's not like they didn't have time. All of these look useless. Gonna admit, they all look kind of useless. Yeah, no, totally. Some of that just like pop up. It's cool. Part of it is just yeah, the real thing is it's just like it doesn't empower players to make smart choices about their character. It's like you spend points on abilities and you never know really what they're gonna actually do or be of use. But yeah, as I said, that's kind of the entire combat system. It's just sort of like a number generator, which is fine. Or you really get to know the game well, and you learn what moves just happen to be really strong against what enemies. Or that you just learned what moves just happen to be really strong against what enemies, and then you just know that. So you just know what to pick, right? But yeah, I would say based off the description of the move, like, it's just not right. Totally, yeah.
Let's do this. See ya.
But I would say at that point, like, the skill tree means something completely different to you, right? If you've already played the game 9 times.
Victory is ours.
Not that you shouldn't do that, but it almost doesn't matter what the game text says, right? Because it wasn't really written for you at that point. It's written for the first-time player. I wonder how you ride this. What does this look like? Yeah, like another thing is like how certain abilities just don't work against certain enemies in this type of game. Like that's just like a hallmark of JRPG like combat design, where they load your characters up with all sorts of really cool abilities that let them do sweet stuff. But then when you go to fight a boss or a mini boss, just like none of them work. For no apparent reason. Other than like they just don't want you to be able to kill the boss quickly. Which is very crappy game design, to be honest. But it's just like, you know, the conventions of the genre. We're all used to that as being part of JRPG, so like we almost like don't mind anymore. We just see it coming. But on your face of it, like it's you know, the expression like wanting to have your cake, you need it too. It's like wanting to give the player a bunch of really cool abilities, like these sweet hands, these sweet hand rocks, so that the player feels really cool and special. But then like not balancing your combat encounters well enough, using the game mechanics you created to allow your players to use them. Because for obvious reasons, if you're in,
Let's keep at it.
you know, you want a big climatic fight with the big boss, and so there's only just like one enemy that your heroes are fighting, and then if you can just like put him to sleep and go while the boss is asleep, that's not very exciting. So rather than like designing combat around a situation that takes into account that your characters can put your bad dude to sleep, instead of doing that, you just say no.
We did it, darlings.
For the purposes of this combat, we declared take backsies. It's as though sleeping doesn't exist unless the boss is going to use it. In which case,
never in doubt.
Sleep is really good, and we love it because it's the boss that puts everybody to sleep.
Let's keep at it.
Yeah, so anyways, typically in JRPGs, combat is used just as like a storytelling device. It's the thing that frames the adventure as being like difficult and full of trials and harrowing experiences for your party. But the combat itself isn't actually there to be like difficult, just because there's like so much of it. And it's all just like numbers based. Yeah, some bosses can be put to sleep, but I'd say as a general rule, it's
Who else wants
usually a bad tactic to use against bosses in games like this. Your character will just spend rounds and rounds and rounds and rounds trying to hit that 5% sleep chance. And then when you do finally put them to sleep, they wake up one round later. I think this ties in well with. Oh, cool! So we can get back here quicker. I think that that discussion ties in well with what we were talking about with Pokemon, right? Because Pokemon inherits its battle system pretty much directly from
Victory will be ours.
Dragon Quest, like the early Dragon Quest games. And if you look at all the issues that the first Pokemon games battle system is fraught with, it's all the problems that it inherited from the early JRPGs, where King Slime, where you can just put the entire opponent's team to sleep with one Pokemon if your luck is good, and then just, you know, coup de grace them in their sleep, right?
We have carried the day.
And so, like, one of the most common alterations players make to, like, playing competitively is to say there's, like, you know, a status clause or a sleep clause where you can put as many opponents to sleep as many times as you want, but there can only be one Pokemon asleep simultaneously or whatnot. And that's like a player introduced innovation to the battle system that is not accounted for within the game in order to overcome some of the problems inherent to the battle style that these games adopted right
Triumph was
from
never in doubt.
early JRPGs. And then it's an issue that if you look at like successive Pokemon games, they've alternatively managed to deal with elegantly or not. You know, Arceus. That was a big hit, boys.
All is well that ends well.
Legerdemain. $16 skill points. Woof. Serena. What have you been having for breakfast? Yeah, it's not the end of the world. Anyways, as I've said before, I don't think that, like, as much as I complain about it, that has more, in this game, that has way more to do with me than any... Oh, okay, so this is like, I don't want to fight Booga right now. I want to reset Squiddo's skill tree. This has way more to do with me, like my preferences for games, than like an actual criticism of the way that the battle system works in this game, because I think it's doing the job it needs to. This is a single player thing that's all about telling the story of these heroes on an adventure, and nothing really to do with like thrilling tactical turn-based gameplay. It's just one of those things where every time something happens that reminds me of it, I can't help but wag my chin about it. Oh, did I get a Slime King crown? Did that just happen? Was I so lucky? Surely it's in the important items. I don't see it. Maybe it's just a regular item, and I've had a bunch in the past, I just didn't know it. I don't know, who can use this? Jade has the least. And we'll give another one to Squiddo. Sometimes runs out. Oh, whoops. Oh, well, whatever. Hendrik has 2 magical might now because of me. That's really silly. Maybe I just didn't missaw what I saw. I thought I saw a Slime King's crown. Oh yeah, there it is. Nice. Okay, well I already had one. I was hoping it was an item that one of my dudes could wear. Would have been too cute. Oh, what's wrong with my brain? One game cave, twin world. Boop boop da boop da boop bee ba you da. Yeah, to a certain extent, it would be like if I was complaining that the skating simulation in Curl Scoot wasn't accurate enough. Like the physics in the game were fake. It was like, of course it is. The game where a robot goes in a scooter race against a magical cat and a zombie. This is not the point. But I'm sure there's like big fans of skating out there who are still waiting for that like skating video game that captures the real feeling of it. There's got to be people out there. I guess for them the dream is to have like a skating game that uses like a twin sticks, where each stick is one of your feet, and you do the tricks by doing the motions with the sticks that match up with the motions of your feet that you would do while skating. I think that's the dream, but probably no one is ever going to make that game for them. Rectification. Squiddo's doing a do-over. Oh, we can just get rid of the ones that suck. Like Metal Slash. Oh, one? Oh, okay. Fine. Whatever. 111 skill points. Let's do this. Oh, okay, right. I'm in the wrong menu. Party, blah, blah, blah. Right, character builder. Oh, it's funny. He's got like marooned up there. These are like technically sword mastery. I feel like I got away with murder. Well, that's good. Attack power, we want. Gig Slash. That's probably pretty good. Gig Slash. I mean, I'm no expert. Giga Burst. Giga Gash. Yeah, well there goes most of our skill points right there. And now we don't have to learn Flame Slash. We don't need it anymore. Dragon Slash, we don't need to get that. We do want the critical hit chance thing though. Maybe we can come around, cherry pick it from around here. Just spend 100 points. Not spending 3 points. You know what I mean? Zapple. That sounds fun. Sounds delicious, honestly. Cool. I have no regrets. Gloomstorm. Sounds interesting. Oh yeah, we kind of hit a situation here where I was super underwhelmed with all of our choices. I think we were working towards something else. What were we working towards? Oh yeah, I think... I don't remember what it was. Like, that's good, I guess. What's into this? Could be something fun. Yeah, I guess the thing here is just to try to unlock more hidden tiles. Hopefully there's something cool there. Cool, let's do that. Not enough skill points. Oh wow, 65. Jeez. Gotta save up for that for a bit. Beazle freeze? I'm not gonna be tricked into that. Who knows what this game thinks is a demon. I'm not gonna trust it. I've been fooled once. Okay. Everyone's fit as a fiddle already. I wonder if the new things I discovered in that recipe book are good for anybody. Got another level up, that's something. Wandering Warrior Princess headdress. That's pretty fun. See what we can do. See if we can make this happen. Excusez-moi. Quadrabash, go! Alright, that was pretty cool. I'm not positive. Let's feel lucky. Not as lucky there. Well, either way, I'm sure I will make it. Oh, maybe not. Jeez. I got 2 busted up edges. Let's see what it says. Failure. We got it. We got 9 pearls. Okay. Hammering away at the dress. Making a dress with a hammer. You know, like you do. Alright. We can have a try. Yay, the game decided to like me. That should be good. What, +2? +2 is my guess. Maybe +3 if we're lucky. Hooray! super duper. I'm the best at video games. I made a pretty princess dress. Pretty princess. Well, that's nice. And now we can use our newly gained poils in order to upgrade some of our kit. Which is very nice indeed. Let's upgrade this bandit mail. Bam, bam, bam. Bam goes the bandit mail. Let's do that. That was kind of what I was expecting. Well, this is going swimmingly. Oh man, this is gonna be the best bandit mail ever. Maybe it is. It is. That's funny. It's literally perfect. Literally perfect. Double, triple perfect, plus 80. And you get a nice smile on your way out. Nice. Still only plus 3, but you also get the satisfaction of a job well done. Yeah, I don't think we have really much we can upgrade right now. We could try to upgrade the bling bling belt. We'll save that for later. There's a little bit of variety in the levels of the people in our party at this point. Well, that's okay. That's okay. Oh, FIFA. Some good flute and piccolo writing. Oh boy. Get 'em, boys and girls. Show them everything you got. I'm excited for Squiddo's new abilities of sword lightning. Wow, everybody's just like feeling it right now. Everyone's really into it. We should go fight Booga immediately, I think. I think that's the way to do this. Just go deal with that dingus up on the bridge.
Ha! Easy.
Easy. Right away. Just take off. Take off. Take off for Booga. Booga, is that you? Yuga? Booga! No. Booga's in the other direction. I think. That sounds right to me. Maybe I don't remember anything. This feels a little right. Well, I would say a little righter. Nope, 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 nope. We're not doing that. We're gonna go fight Booga. So everybody in the whole party is pepped up right now. They're feeling it. Alright, Booga. Or Booga recolor.
Let's
Maybe,
do this.
I thought this was gonna be like a mini boss type situation. Maybe I was wrong.
Okay, here we go.
Okay. Apparently Eric has no pep synergy with anybody here. The Hooper Trooper. Yeah, it's just a Booga lookalike. Boring. Oh well. I thought we were getting into like JRPG boss rush type situation, where you have to fight all the bosses over again. Last time you fought me, it was I had bad sinus headache because I had just gotten a cavity filled, but now I'm really ready to fight. Nice. Exoskeleton. The speckled exoskeleton.
You want some?
I'm willing to bet that that Hooper Trooper is really annoying if you let him get away with stuff.
Try and dodge it!
And there went the power of Pep. That's a good hit for Sylvando. None of them can use, I'm curious about this thing, the double edge slash.
Have at me!
How much damage can it really do? That's not a really good rate of return. Doing 100 damage to yourself, especially when you only have like 300 hit points. That's funny.
How do you like this?
There you go, Eric. That's our boy. Poor Sylvando.
Victory is ours.
Like, so I would expect that if you used a metal attack against one of those dudes, that it would do extra damage because they look like they're made out of metal. But I would be wrong. They won't take extra damage because even though they're like metal, they're not game metadata metal. They're not metal in the way that the game cares about. Look at this guy. It's like Dragon Centaur. It's incredible. What will they make next? A ball hib? Never heard of that before. Is that a real thing, or is that specific to Dragon Quest? Is that a Dragon Quest creation? Look at all his abs.
Easy.
Gotta say, I'm crushing everything in this Dungeon. Stand. Dragon Quest standards. There you go.
We did it,
Standing Liam.
darlings.
Oh, it's a Hercules. Let's go get this treasure chest. Mimic? Ah, that's out. You getting there? Hey there, Twin World. How's it going? I hope you're doing well. Welcome. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. General's jacket. Pairs of General's Jack boots. How you doing this fine evening? What is it, Saturday still? Saturday where I am. You're at work for a bit yet? Working on a Saturday night? Are you tending bar, or are you a line dancer? Are you waiting for your big chorus number? Are you the after-hours accountant that they bring in to come doctor all the evidence from the previous day? Yeah, so far so good. I'm really enjoying this game. It's been a real treat. It's been a real hoot. This is my first time playing through it, as you can probably tell. Yeah, I'm looking forward to taking a closer look at the 2D mode after I finish 3D mode. I played a bunch of Dragon Quest games before. The last one I played was Dragon Warrior, just the first game in the series. OJ
We have carried the day.
is kicking the dude right in the face. You didn't need that face. Didn't look like you were using the face that much, so I just kicked it right off. I hope that's okay. First two playthrough. Okay, cool. As far as I can tell, it seems like the 2D mode takes less time than the 3D mode to play, on account of the fact that like the game world is just kind of smaller. It takes less time to get around, right? And I'm not sure that's a good or a bad thing. It's probably neither, right? It's just a thing. In 38 hours to show? Yeah. That's cool. I'm finishing this in what seems like a bazillion hours. But I've been taking my time playing through, reading aloud the characters' texts to the fine folks of Twitch, and goofing around, telling jokes with people, jumping out of trees. You know. Centaur Dragon Man. This floor looks electric. It's probably dangerous. There's only one way to find out for sure. Okay. It's funny, I took the damage before I even hit the ground. Yeah, I feel like... Oh, he's working his way through 3D, or way through 3D. Close to the end. Oh, okay, yeah. He's like, no, I don't want to lose this feeling. That's funny. A miniature medal. Yeah, I don't know what kind of stuff there is for post-game content either. One of my real talents in life is being able to remain spoiler-free. So I don't know. I really don't know what's coming up for me. To be honest, I'm curious. I don't yet feel like the game has outstayed its welcome, but I do feel like it's getting kind of long in the teeth. You know what I mean? I've enjoyed it thoroughly so far.
One bites the dust.
And the Visor Kaiser. And I don't feel like it's gotten too long, but I definitely am also feeling like, yeah, it's time for the final boss fight to come up. I won't be sad if the plot decides to wrap itself up sometime soon. If that makes sense. What's your favorite part so far? Do you have a favorite character? I'm always curious to see which I'm always curious to see which characters resonate with people the most. Yeah, I haven't been lollygagging. I haven't been, even though I've been like taking my time, I've not really been like ever grinding or trying to find the super secret magic panda amulet or whatever. So I've not been extensively leveling my characters. So I'm not sure if I'm underleveled or overleveled or whatever. but I could definitely see my characters being slightly on the underside. Oh yes, that king slime that snuck up on me somehow. Paralyzed with love. Love at first sight. I guess the battles all go faster in 2D mode too, right? Because you don't have to watch the animations.
Grows ever greater.
Fabulous, darling.
And it's a small thing, but it adds up little by little every battle, right? Silva is definitely quite a character. Rav, magic abilities. Hendrik for his axe abilities. Nice. That's fair, yeah. I really like Rav's voice acting. Sylvando, I had to grow on me, I think, a little bit. I think when Sylvando was first introduced to the party, he seemed to me like a little too eager. You know, like when you meet somebody who wants to be your best friend, even though you've only talked to them for 5 minutes. Kind of had that vibe, like, back off, buddy. Slow this right down. You'll never replace Eric. There's only room in my.
Score one for the good guys.
Oh, there's no voice acting in 2D mode? Right. Yeah. So that's another thing. Is that a lot of the scenes that would probably be very quick to read through when you're actually listening to people. This little miniature casino. Let's just bust the place up. When you're actually listening to people read their lines, I'm sure it takes much longer. And you also don't get to do this. It's a real bummer. It's a very good looking game. It's impressive that they did 2 visual styles, where it's both 2D and 3D. It's cool stuff. A lot of people don't manage to make a game look good once. Is this your first Dragon Quest game? I know a lot of people, for them, it's their like introduction to the series.
We did it, darlings.
Yeah. That is more or less the case, yeah.
I'm ready for anything.
Oh, nice. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, they're a great series. I just recently replayed, or rather, just recently played Dragon Warrior for the NES for the first time. And it was a good time. I had a good time with it. I played the NES version, even though people recommended that I not bother with it and play the SNES port, because like the grind in that version is real, right? Like the XP curve and like the gold payouts and whatever was like, oh man! Especially if you get a few choice deaths in there and you lose half of your wallet, just spilling it on the sands of Crumble Dun. But yeah, it was fun. Yeah, some of those 8 hours can be pretty long, but I agree with you. Some of those 8 hours are just spent walking in a circle, just saving up enough money for that silver shield or whatever. Yeah, it was a good time. I really enjoyed it. I'm not complaining. But definitely when I go to play Dragon Quest 2, to probably be moving on to after I finish this, I'll play the Super Nintendo version. I learned my lesson. Yeah, totally. It's not the end of the world, right? But it's also, you know, I have self-respect. I don't need to watch the game generate random numbers for hours of my life, right? It's like I get it. Oh man, the numbers are different. What a fun video game. Oh man, Hendrik, you really got set on by that slot machine's chompers.
Victory!
But you're taking a big chunk out of big chunky Hendrik. You're gonna patch it right up. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier with I forget who was in the chat earlier. We were saying that, but yeah, I was really excited at first when I heard that they had ported the first 3 to the Switch. But then when I learned that they were the mobile versions, I was immediately very disappointed. This is like something that we talked about on the stream when I was playing Dragon Warrior, about like, you know, the choice to play like an emulated game or whatever. You know, I also am in the game business, you know, making games, and I've definitely had people not pay for the games that I've made in the past, and it's, you know, I think it's different when you're, you know, Square Enix or Ubisoft, you know, smaller game dev like me. It can be frustrating. So it's like I definitely want to support developers, and I know that like it takes work. There was people hired who earned salaries in order to get that game over onto the Switch, and they need to be compensated. And if they're not, it just doesn't happen. But why do they have to pick the worst looking version to update? Probably because it was the easiest. Probably because it cost them the least amount of money to do it. Would be my guess. Yeah, totally. And this is it, right? Like, you really want to... Like, the criticism that people always give for, like, the big game developers is that they don't care about preserving their library. And so people have to, like, pirate or emulate the games or whatever. And so these days, the studios are starting to react to that, you know, recognizing that there is a market for the classics, and people are still interested in playing those old best of, the super hits of the 80s and 90s. And so it's really encouraging to see them respond to that, and like you want to meet them there to be like, yeah, thanks. But then it's like they port the literal worst version possible. So close.
We have carried the day.
So close. Anyways, so I'll be emulating the thing just because I don't think I can look at that game for long enough to finish it, which is kind of bad. Pretty bad, but what are you gonna do? You win some, you lose some. I'm so good at balancing. Glad that's in there. Okay, away we go. Yeah. Yeah, the art style in the mobile port, I don't think is going to stand the test of time in the same way that the art style from the NES game did, or even the SNES art style, which I think is a little less notable. But like the world design and the sprite layouts and all that stuff for the original Dragon Warrior was very, very iconic. The way that those battle frames work. Look,
Score one for the good
I've got one
guys.
for myself, right? It's they're iconic enough that like when I chose a layout for my live stream of it, like that's what I did, because I knew that people who were interested in Dragon Quest would recognize it and like respond to it. I don't think anyone's ever going to recognize and respond to the look of the mobile port of the first 3 Dragon Quest games, you know? Yeah, it sounds like you know more about the history of the series than I do. I don't necessarily think about Dragon Quest IV being on the NES as being a bad thing, but maybe it's a bad thing and I just don't know better. If they did the whole game and redone art, it'd be one thing. Totally, yeah. Yeah, that's exactly it. It looks like a big, chunky mobile game. Because I'm sure that's what the art director asked for when they redid that art style. Because they say, well, the game is going to be, you know, mostly for people who've already played the game, who have nostalgia for it, who are thumbing through the thing one more time on the subway, you know, on their way to work or whatever. And we're going to charge $5 for it. So it's going to need to have a new art style in order to justify that expense. But, you know, we should make some things that make it good for being a mobile game. In a mobile game, you got on a small screen, you're hitting it with your thumb, right? So you're using your finger to cover up the screen when you're making your choices and stuff. And people are going to be in a not optimal gaming environment, like the subway, right? So we should make the text big and blocky. We should make the character outlines really strong and obvious so that they stick out really well from the backgrounds, all this stuff, right? Which were really, I'm sure, really smart design choices for mobile. But then we're just gonna dump them right on a home console. You're gonna look at these big, stupid, goofy bubble art sprites on your 4K television, and you're just gonna hate it. Totally, yeah, absolutely. That's it, right? That's it. But, you know, that's how it goes. Luckily, it's still easy to find versions of the originals, so we're good. Totally, yeah. Yeah, they nailed it with the 2D mode for this game. It looks great. It looks fantastic, right? Because it's not just like being an old hand and refusing to adjust to the new art style kind of thing, right? Because I think, like, you're seeing me play it in 3D now, right? It looks great. It looks fantastic. I've got no complaints whatsoever. And it's also not just like older is better, retro for forever, pixel art, everything. But rather, like, yeah, as you said, it would be cool if they made a new art style and you could see what, like, a new design team had in mind for a modern version of the Dragon Quest 1, 2, and 3 art, but that's not what they did. Anyways, so I'm not going to be picking up the Switch ports, even though I would have really been enthusiastic about doing it. Yeah, totally. I think it's all about, like, optimization, right? Like, even if you look at, like, the SNES, I think is a good example. If you look at how SNES games look at the beginning of the SNES era, and then you compare what SNES games look like at the end of its life. You know, like your Donkey Kong Country 3s, even though people love to hate that game. It's a very beautiful game, right? And like all the SFX chip stuff. It's a Metal King slime.
Okay, here we go.
Oh no, it's already run. It's like night and day, right?
I'm ready for anything.
A lot of it has to do with experience. A lot of it has to do with budget. A lot of it has just to do with like willingness, right? But even like the PlayStation 1, right? How some of the early 3D games of the PlayStation are just like they're kind of hard to look at, right? Like they honestly look more like late period Super Nintendo games with like higher textures. It's just like they just don't know what to do with 3D yet. And then some of the stuff that came out at the very end of the PlayStation's lifespan, this is like just gorgeous. This is gorgeous stuff. All right, I'm a little lost, but sure, I'll figure it out. Yeah, you have these like PlayStation epics that take place across 17 different discs. It's just like you have to buy a special CD changer just to keep track of them all. It's a 2-player game, but one thing that one of the players does is exclusively load and unload discs from the PlayStation. All right, I get it. You're guarding the chest. Yeah, totally. I get that. The PlayStation has an aesthetic too, right? Like, in the same way that like the N64 has an aesthetic, just by like the choices that the hardware designers made when putting the thing together. Yeah, broadly speaking, yeah, I agree with you. I've been more of a Nintendo fan than anything for most of my life, mostly on account of the handhelds and whatnot. But yeah, for the most part, my go-to has been for my life as a gamer has been a Nintendo handheld plus some very budget PC gaming. TurboGrafx 16. Some good stuff there. Some good stuff. All right, we're running out of. My team is running out of steam. I have them set to just like hose it because I haven't been using any of the like stat boosting items, or like I haven't been using any of the what's the word mana restoring items the entire game. Liquid metal swords, great swords, goorangs, metal spears, shields, and elms, jackets, and armor. Wow. Yeah, I haven't really needed to. Basically, the way that I've been playing is like I just mash the A button until my party dies, and then I go make items and spend skill points. And then I mash the A button. While paying more attention to discussion about retro game hardware instead of the actual combat encounters. Right. Yeah, I'm getting a strong sense that I'm getting close again.
Victory will be ours.
Yeah, I don't know what to expect from the final boss encounter. Based on what I'm seeing from their minions, it shouldn't be... I don't know, I'll probably lose. That's my guess. Figure out kind of what's going on with the boss through losing. And then come back through the dungeon again. In order to make my way back and then use the extra experience that I gained there to then beat the boss. It's usually how these things happen. So nice open up each floor. Yes, yeah, exactly. That's some quality decision making. Real quality of life choice there. Speed boost. 50,000 gold. Too bad I'm about to lose half of it to the boss. Go to the bank. It's never too late to be fiscally responsive. Fiscally responsible in Dragon Quest. It's never too late to make a smart investment. Check out this sick horse. A horseless headsman. Alright, we're gonna have to fight one of these statues. We're just gonna have to humor them. It's a good question, Eric. Can you put the statue to sleep? That's what we want to know. Gotta drop that hip. Yeah. Money. I haven't really been buying much in the game. Nice, we put a statue to sleep. What a good video game. Good work, Hendrik. You murdered a sleeping statue. It's your most epic accomplishment yet. Yeah, the forging's fun. It's a nice little touch. I'll fight the dragon. I'll be a good sport. But for the record, all I had to do was just run around it. Win some of the interesting items, yeah. I didn't really pay attention because usually, I don't know, I don't go into that kind of stuff in games. Just because, to me, it's like, I don't know, it's just like a random number generator. It's like, alright, I'm just going to imagine that I played 100 hands of cards and eventually got up enough points in order to win a bucket or a belt. Eric, you're looking tired, buddo. You feeling okay? Is this actually going to be a tough fight and I should be paying attention?
Let's do this.
I just used my imagination to pretend I did it. And I go, yay, I have the belt now. Knowing that like all it really is just like plus 10 to kicking. My rich inner life can fill in the blanks for me there. Yeah, let's just hit this with big magic.
By the power of the darkness!
Oh, it's almost dead. See if we can get Eric off the ground in time. Get him some experience points. Kazing. You sure do, Dead Eric. You sure do. Put it to sleep. Yes. Alright, I want to see this Giga Gash. This is the moment. Good work. I named my character Squiddo. Okay. I don't want my party to lose our pep up bonus. How far away am I, do you think? Let's see what's through this door. It's looking pretty final. It's looking pretty cutscene-y. Palace of Malice. That's feeling pretty ready to go. Now that we already know the route, and we can just fly up to the top floor. Should be pretty quick. Hey there, Sea Bass Fish 91. How's life treating you? What's it like? What's it like? Trying to remember the 2D side. Yeah, ever so slightly different, I'm sure. What a type of fish. Or is it sea-based fish? It's hard to tell sometimes, right? It's spelled the same. Could be anything. I don't know. I figure there's got to be some. The ocean's big, right? And we haven't discovered all of it, you know? They say we know more about the surface of Mars than we do about the bottom of the ocean. There could be a fish that's in the sea that knows how to play bass. Racism? What about racism? Are people being racist against bass playing fish? Explain yourself. Bum bum. I guess this is the one I want. Oh, where'd it go? There was one that was like 100 points. Here where it went. There you go. 65. Bum bum. Interesting. Interesting. Sea-based fish 91. I gotta admit, you are a unique talent at conversation. Whoa, nice stream, bro. Thank you, bro. I've invested a lot to spruce the place up. I'm featuring myself as a dragon warrior monster. Alright, everyone's at full health again. We spent some things. I don't know, I think we just hike our way back up to the top of this castle again. What game is this? We are playing Dragon Quest XI for the Nintendo Switch. It's a good one. We're getting pretty close to the end of the game. So if you're hoping to remain spoiler-free, this might be the wrong time to join. But chances are, you know how it goes. If you don't know a game exists, probably you're not worried about being spoiled, right? It's funny how those things go. Usually when people are most worried about being spoiled is when they've already been spoiled a bit. Look at all this glowy stuff on the ground. No, I always find that funny when no, stop shooting people with a crossbow, you maniac. It's one of these problems where there's too many things mapped to the A button. Yeah, we can go attack everybody. Fight wisely should be fine.
Accept your fate.
Oh, Hendrik. Have you played any Dragon Quest games before? Yeah, probably. It's like debris collecting on the bottom floor. This is so confusing. What are you finding befuddling? Sea-based fish. A thwack. Good move right there. Getting that thwack happening. Stop shooting with people with a crossbow. It's a good hit. It's a good hit.
Who else wants some?
Good one. Good one, Eric. The screen? The screen is confusing. Which element of the screen do you find most confusing? Feel free to refer to the screen in terms of quadrants to simplify. Boo boo bye bye dia dia. Twin World, what would you say is your favorite of the Dragon Quest games? It sounds like you maybe have played them all at this point. Dragon Centaur man with a mustache. Do you know if Valhibs are a specific Dragon Quest monster, or if like they're from some other mythology?
Okay, here we go.
Good old Jade. Always doing things. Good old Hendrik. Always not doing the things. Let's look this ball hip thing up.
I think you like this one.
Everything that's coming up is Dragon Quest related. So, my guess is it's a Dragon Quest thing. Balherbs are absurd parodies of the classic centaur, having a reptilian lower half that terminates in a long tail.
Score one for the good guys.
God bless the fine men and women of the internet who are rating Dragon Quest wiki articles. The body terminates in a tail. Terminates is a good word though.
Ha! Easy.
Diligence is its own reward.
Thanks, Ender.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Dia. That did it. I wonder how close I am to beating the boss. I wonder if that's a tonight thing. I didn't expect this to be the last session of the main story
Silvando grows even greater.
of Dragon Quest XI, but I guess we could be here, right? It's really got that final dungeon vibe. This one is really nice, yeah. You haven't beaten many of them, just played them? Classic. No judgment here. That's funny. I've played Dragon Quest 1 now, Dragon Quest 5, Dragon Quest 9, playing through this, as well as Dragon Quest Builders 1 and 2. The only one that I didn't finish was Dragon Quest 5. And I'm not exactly sure why I didn't finish it. It was fun. It was a good game. I'll have to go back to it at some point. Yeah, I think this is where we're supposed to be going. It's always easier the second time, right? You know where you're going and you don't feel as much sympathy for the monsters, where it's like, oh, well, you're here, so I guess I'll fight you. It's just like, nope, we're done. I gave you one good fight. Jercules by the chest, okay? I don't need to humor you anymore. I want to get back to where I was before, okay? Would you say that Dragon Quest is like one of your favorite game series? Or were you just kind of happy? You've beaten 1 and 9. Those are good ones to beat. So we're similar in that way. Good work, Hendrik.
Not at all.
Dragon Quest 9 was really good.
Easy.
Not bad.
The train and everything. Super fun. Super duper fun. The Sentinels of the Starry Sky. Bum bum bottle, I was close on Dragon Quest 8. I had around 5 minutes to go. It was the point where you needed to grind in order to like get your level up high enough to beat the boss, and you just couldn't bring yourself to do it. Yeah, for sure. I think both of them suffer from similar things though, whereas they can have like extremely slow and boring and tedious slumps in the middle of the games that like can be really, really tough to get through. You just kind of like need to go buy a pack of beer and sit yourself down. Hey, it's what's his face is back, but instead of blue, he's now green. All right, well, when in Rome. Now he's just a trash mob. He's a lost leader. Very silly. That's really funny. About an hour of gameplay ago, you were a boss, bud. Now you're just some green dude. What a crying shame. What a crying shame. Skies of Arcana was fun on. GC is in GameCube. Good shot, Eric. Okay, understood. Yeah, I don't know too much about the different versions. Other than that, typically it seems like with Dragon Quest games that the re-releases are usually better. Like I know certainly for like the first several entrants, people think of the remakes or the ports or like the Western localizations as being like the de facto versions of the game, like the real ones you should play, like not the originals. Which is interesting for a series, because usually it's the other way around. Whereas like a company makes a game,
You must protect yourself.
and then they port it a bunch of times, and it just gets progressively worse every single time. So the game is doing a great job of playing itself. Dragon Quest doesn't need me. Magic barrier. Hendrik, so kind. Jade is no longer hallucinating. Good. Good, Jade.
Okay, here we go.
How are we doing? Okay, wow, he's got a lot of everything. Alright, let's take over here and see what we can make happen. Okay.
On fire! Need a little.
Yes, I do need a little oomph.
Sleeper hit.
Abilities. Unbridled Blade. Should be good. There you go. Almost 600 damage. That changed the guy's tone. See ya.
Victory.
Okay, I guess I'm better at it than the computer is. Or maybe I gave the computer unfair conditions that it could never achieve victory given the limitations I set upon it. Yeah, who even knows? Who even knows what the difference is between play wise and mix it up? Belt. Marks the Bean, my main man. How are you today? Do you have enough nutrients? Are you okay? Was that a school project about the nitrogen cycle? Pants. Magic pants. Yeah, who even knows what the difference between play it wise and mix it up is? Like, certainly it's never explained anywhere. So it's like, your best guess is as good as mine. You're doing lovely? That sounds lovely. I'm glad to hear that you're doing lovely, Lee. It's mentioned in the menu. Well, we just had a whole debate about the whole dragon slash metal slash thing. Were you there for that? Keep the enemy guessing. The enemy doesn't guess them. Anyways. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it matters. Because it's lovely. Duh. Come on. Stop asking such stupid questions, Liam. God. What do we pay you for? Wasn't around for that debate? Okay. Well, I'm not a huge fan of the battle system in these games. And I think that has more to do with, to be fair, I think it has more to do with me than the games themselves, right? But I would say that the battle systems are usually more geared towards just like delivering the story and giving you something to press A at, right? The battles are here to tell the story of our heroes and show that they had to overcome adversity and they were in dangerous circumstances and they accomplished great things. And not necessarily to be like tactically thought-provoking, strategic, engaging battles, right? So that's fine, whatever, it's cool. That's just like game design. The game you want. The thing that bothers me about Dragon Quest is that you spend skill points on things like Dragon Slash and Metal Slash and all these other things that are supposed to like kill the undead or kill dragons or deal extra damage against whatever, and then they just don't do anything. They just don't work. They game designers seem to be very selective about who actually gets dealt extra damage by those attacks. Case in point, earlier in this dungeon, you fight an enemy called a Metal Dragon, right? Yeah, exactly. Metal Dragon. Now, you'll have to forgive me if I would assume that hopefully both Metal Slash and Dragon Slash would do extra damage to that character. Hopefully. But certainly at least one of them. After all, it is in fact a Metal Dragon. So certainly either or must do something. One of them, right? But no. So, according to Dragon Quest XI, by its own rules, the Metal Dragon is insufficiently metallic or draconic to qualify for this bonus. So, all right, okay. Shame me once. Fool me once, shame on me, right? Or fool, well, you know. No. Needs to be 100% of either. Just like, I don't know. Just don't put attacks like that in your game if you don't want to do them, right?
Okay, here we go.
Maybe it was just an error, right? Maybe somebody forgot. Oh, Sylvando. Like, you didn't have to add in mechanics where certain attacks do different damage against certain types. The other thing is it's really hard to figure out what monster belongs to what like type grouping just by like looking at them. Like, is this a demon? Is this a beast? Is this guy undead? He's a 20-foot tall dude in a metal bikini. You know what I mean? What monster type is that? So I know that I'm complaining about something that there's no, like, real basis for, because, like, the battle system is not, like, in depth in that way. But yeah, that's my feeling. I like that this guy stands up to fall down. That lost leader guy, when you kill him, he stands up. If he's gonna go down, he's gonna go down with his head held high. The only kind of monster? What's the only kind of monster? You're gonna have to enlighten me, Marks. How you doing there, other than lovely EEE? How's your Saturday been there, Marks? How you been? I hope you've been well. The only type of monster. 20-foot tall Bikini Goblin. Oh boy. Oh boy. Just really gonna take a quick note. Certain things you don't want to forget. So I don't know. How does that figure into your battle plan? You know what I mean? When the generals got together to discuss our preparations for battle, 20-foot tall Bikini Goblin was not discussed. I don't have something for that. Today's good. I'm trying to explain my school why Ring Fit is better than PE and why we should boycott PE. Are you still hitting the Ring Fit hard? Do your quadriceps look like the Bikini Goblins? You don't like physical education? We really pooped that party. We just stand around in PE? That sounds wrong. I think PE is probably the only class that's easy to do right. You know, you don't really need much. You just need a field. You can use your student's own body weight. Right? Just like PE class could just be like going up the stairs over and over again. Ring Fit is good though. It's got good tips. It's like, did you know that if you like don't sleep, you'll be tired, and also you need to eat good food, or you'll end up looking like Gary Busey. But you have to LARP it though. It has to be an infinite stair LARP.
Watch out!
I don't know, the attack description of Party Pooper sort of gave me the impression that it might knock the bad guy over, but I'm now learning that that's not the case.
Hold on, sweetie. Thanks.
But what if you're a speedrunner and you know how to long jump backwards in order to get up those stairs? I guess that's the challenge, right? Is if you can do it. If you can do it, then you get you get an F. If you manage to do extended long jumping backwards up the stairs, then you fail PE. I was expecting that you would get an A+, personally, but Hey, what do I know? Yeah, take that purple thing. Didn't even want you. There's nice text there reminding me where in the building the thingamajigger is, so I don't get lost trying to find it. What if we were accidentally in the Palace of Alice instead of the Palace of Malice? And then we get to like the throne room and Alice is there, and she's like, "Why did you kill everybody in my palace?" And then we're like, excuse me? Where's Mortigan, the Lord of Destruction? She's like, who? Imagine that, trying to explain that to Alice's parents. We're in the Palace of Malice, not, or maybe the Palace of Malice is like a subsection of the Fortress of Fear. It's hard to tell sometimes. I think it's maybe like an architectural thing. Is it a vestibule? Is it a mezzanine? Is it an atrium? Sometimes it's hard to say, right? Jay just went sicko mode. We'll check the map. We'll see what the map says. I'm sure the map will explain where we are to us. Our magical map somehow knows more about where we are than we do. You know what doesn't happen in video games that does happen in real life? In video games, you don't accidentally look at the wrong page of the map. You know, like the mini map is just showing the wrong place. Can you imagine? I don't know. Hit him with a big sword. Not enough MP. Don't give me that attitude. Hendrik, I'll tell you if you have enough MP.
Let's rock!
Alrighty. $47 damage, Sylvando. You think that's gonna cut it? You think that's okay? I don't know. I don't think Tail's that bad. Alright. Hendrik. He's knocked down. But he's gonna get up again now, right? Oh, we'll just let Hendrik fall over. The Palace of Bruh. The Palatial Estates. Hendrik is sleepy. Sylvando's frozen and he can't get up. I wish I could send this dragon to sleep.
You okay?
Hendrik died again. Right, so. Remember when we were dragging Hendrik around in a coffin? Those were the good times.
Hold on, sweetie. Thanks.
Dang it, Hendrik. I had a thought earlier that I thought you would find funny, Marks. Somebody was singing the song Yankee Doodle. You know that song? Any big fans of Yankee Doodle in the chat right now? And I thought to myself, Yankee Doodle, eh? Why not Danky Doodle? You get what I mean? You get what I'm saying? Think about that. No? Okay. Remember that time Sylvana got kicked in the chest by a dragon? Okay, we're gonna have to bring the A-team in to clean this place up a bit. Yeah, I've been saving them so that I can use their super cool pet powers on the big bad dudes. And I've been letting the B team try and take care of things, but they can't seem to do it. Dragon. Very good, Rab. All right. $36 damage. 34 damage. Serena. I'm gonna need you to get back up, Serena. Oh no, Squidow's losing his pet power. There we go. Well, that was, I don't know, mishandled. Everybody died a bit, I'm afraid. Well, Squiddow still has his pet power, which is what matters. We just need to, like, top deck that lethal. So that when we have to go fight the big captain of Frownsville, we're ready to go. The heart of the Fortress of Fear. I think that's the hint that the big boss is in the thing to fight. So maybe we'll make our way back to the entryway so we can heal before trying to fight Alice. Is this a mimic? Or is it for, yeah. I don't know, whatever. Maybe we'll go back to the beginning. Can we jump down? Yeah, let's go check out that doorway at the opening. I can give Marks the tour of the old Fortress of Fear. Well, maybe I'll one day find somebody else who finds Danky Udall amusing. What was that other word that was funny for no apparent reason? I forget. My brain isn't working. Okay. Marks, if the dragon, not the Dragon Lord, if the Mr. Mean Man beats up my video game children, will you still follow me? I'm worried about whether or not people still want to follow me if the big bad video game man beats up my video game children. The game has just been like doling out level ups to the forge all of a sudden. It's been all over the place. Yeah, look at this stuff. Look at all this new gear. Oof. Let's get that for our dear pal, Hendrik. He's been using that same dragon sword for a while now. Well, looks like we're going to be here for a while. I think we need to start this one off with a Sizzly Puff. A praise. If we're to stop now, it looks like it probably wouldn't turn out very well. Alright. Have a good one, Twin World. Thanks for hanging out. Until next time. Best of luck with the rest of the Dragon Quest for you as well. All focus costs have. All focuses must go. That worked out well. Okay. Focus cost increased by a thing. Dude. Okay, we'll do one of those. And then I think we need like a double here. Should do it. Put a double down here. And then there's a regular bash. Well, it could have been a double, but whatever. Oh, that was too far. I have instant regret. Alright, well, I mean, that's going to be fine. We got one overdone, and we got one perfect, so we'll have a Zord for our dear friend Andrew. Even +1, more than I could ask for. Boom, boom, boom. Metal shield, you say? General's jacket. It looks like these are Hendrick exclusives. Might as well. Okay, it's interesting. We're seeing new mechanics introduced to the forging thing still. I think that is the first time that has happened to me. Okay. I don't know what kind of bash I need. It feels like a single would be too much. Probably underdoing it here, but hey, perfecto. It's pretty good. I think I need a double. Oh, we're out. We're out. Buttocks. Will it be finished at all, though? Will it be a failure? Yeah. Alright, I guess I need to boost the heat. Oh, I did make it. Whatever, it's fine. I don't care. It exists. It's an improvement over the last one, right? Which did not exist. The quality of existing. Well, now that's a shape. Right there. Let's boost the heat a little bit here. Where's the one that's like just a bunch of... There you go. Nothing to see here. Just working on my boot. Looks like a boot now. That's good. I think I need like a double there. Double whammy. Very close. I need a triple here. I guess as I'm learning new abilities, they keep on changing spots in the order. So I keep on losing them. We'll take it. So imagine we'd be too far on the one in the middle right. I'll just call it there. It's probably like a +1 or a +2. I don't think that'd be +3. +2. Sweet. We can give him the old Hendrik. Dress him up nice and pretty. I guess we did a lot of work for Hendrik just right now. You better appreciate us, Hendrik. That's a big boost in damage, though. I'll tell you that much. Some people. Tough guy tattoo. +10 attack, +6 defense with this, +12. I guess the dog collar is overall better. Look at that. Hendrik is a fancy boy now. Look at you. Look at you, Hendrik. Is Hendrik at full health, though? Yeah, I think he earned some hit points off of his frilly collar. Alright, well maybe this is the big old boss fight, so maybe we should go just deal with it. Just go deal with the boss. You know, we've come this far. We've tried so hard. Line up. Yeah. Alright, let's go. Let's do it. Let's do this. See what we can make happen here. I think there's that one route that's open now that wasn't before. This is covered by the big pink art asset. No, I didn't want to fight that guy.
Let's do this.
Let us indeed do this.
Gonna like this.
That was a big hit. Bonking Eric on the head. Woof. Hendrix learned how to do it. Amazing sound effects. With a barrage of silly noises.
Wonderful.
Okay, well I didn't get the dingus, so let's get the dingus while we're here. Feels like all the good stuff is in here. Yeah, let's do this mystery door. A big old treasure, but it's a mimic. Oh no, meteorite brazier. I wonder what that does for me. I bet that's good. If I had to guess. Right, equipment bag. Faster than shooting star. Sounds like something Eric wants. Just gonna try to seize it. That's not what I wanted. I'm curious about what its stats are. Plus 100 agility. Okay, wow. That'll do it for you. Okay. Well, the fact of the matter is, I'm actually quite tired right now. My voice is getting hoarse. I've been streaming for about 4 hours now. And we're on the precipice of a capstone to this long-running series of live streams of Dragon Quest 11. So I think I'm actually going to leave things there for tonight so that I can experience the thrilling conclusion of our adventure at a time where my eyelids are open willingly, so that I'm not just choking through the last moments of the game like a zombie just trying to survive long enough to go to sleep. So instead, we're gonna come back. I probably beat this on Wednesday, and we're gonna say goodbye to the main story and take a look at probably say goodbye to the main story and take a look at what the post game of Dragon Quest 11 has to offer. It's been a real hoot of a game so far. I'm looking forward to getting there. So, to everybody who's made it this far, to this late hour, thanks so much for joining the stream, making this another fun one. You guys always lift my spirits. Yeah, I'll be back streaming. I might stream a little tomorrow, but definitely on Monday to play Ring Fit Adventure. And we're going to start speed running Ring Fit Adventure on maximum difficulty. We'll go for that. And otherwise, I'll be back on Wednesday evening to finish off Dragon Quest 11, I think. Okay, sounds good. If you haven't followed the channel already, please take a moment to do so. It's a good time over here. And there's the Discord channel if you want to join in the discussion and see Marks the Bean's crazy animations and other clips that people post. And 10 binary code found an interesting glitch in Smash Bros. Ultimate that I haven't seen documented anywhere before. They just posted a video for it. So that's kind of fun stuff you can see there. Anyways, until next time.